What he says. Oh my
You're not
gosh.
even live.
What?
I refreshed it. You're not even live.
Yes,
Oh, there we go.
oh
Now you're
my
live.
gosh. Don't think I know what I'm doing already. Complaining.
Oh, you want me to do the intro?
Hey guys, how are you guys? I just want to let you know that I will not be looking and reading chat on the stream. I'm going to be focused on the questions, those hard hitting questions. So for some of you guys who are sending me message within in the chat and whatnot, I won't be seeing them, but I'm looking towards filter. Oh, we got to turn around. I'm looking towards filter to telling me things. But yeah, I will.
Just decide to wave.
Wait, we're waving from the other way. Wait a minute. We got to go. Wait, no, how do you. Wait, no. Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh,
Oh,
my. Now we're there. There we go.
oh, I'm waving at people, and you're not, and it's not even going through.
It is. So thank you all for being here. And let's see. I gotta give you all a hug as well as a big kiss. Mwah. Yeah, I see. Oh my God. And there's filter addressing you. Oh my gosh. Anyways, thank you all for being here. It's we didn't have the stream because well we haven't had the stream for the last few weeks because number one it was Star Wars Celebration and second it was then Easter and third unfortunately our guest who was supposed to show up it's because Filter had some timing issues because he's back at work again. Uh, they weren't able to come at the time that we were looking at. And then today, she's not able to come because, as some of you may know, if you're following a Mandalorian, she is getting new computer parts, and some of the parts have not come in. So her computer's not working. So we decided to push it off until next Sunday. So now you guys get to listen all about me. Poor things. Hopefully you stay with us, but anyways,
If
I will
not,
pass you over to Phil Torino, my partner in crime.
so you did an awesome introduction. Do I have to follow that?
Dude, it's your show, man.
Well, I don't like to do intros. So that's just
Wow. Come
I
on,
can't
be
be as
part of
good.
that city of heroes. And come on, do it. You can do it.
No, I can't. I will give my best shot and read. Let's see here. Okay, here it is. Welcome everyone to Nami's and my podcast. Thank you so much for being here and supporting us. We created this podcast because we wanted to get to know more about our fellow streamers, followers, viewers in the community. When we're streaming, it's kind of hard to get to know someone from Stream Chat, so we decided we were going to bring on, hopefully two, but we'll say one individual who are interested in getting to know better. As some of you who were here to watch our first podcast, either live or via VOD, we had announced we'd be doing a fundraiser once a month for a chosen recipient to help make their life a little better and relieve some of the stress they're going through. Are you still doing the sub thing?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and then also Nami is going to announce that we'd be choosing a recipient once a month who cannot afford a SWTOR sub and gifting them a 60-day sub so that they can play the game without restrictions to keep the magic going. And so, without further ado, let me introduce our only interviewee today, the Nomster, NamiGal.
Hi, everyone. Do I need to talk about myself?
It says, please introduce yourself to
I
everyone.
did. Hi, everyone. I'm Nami. You did a really good introduction. I say in
That's
future
right.
pod streams that you be the one who
No.
does the introduction.
We'll
I
be like,
really like.
ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages.
There you go. See, there you go. That's why. Right there. Because of that reason. Right there. I want to
Uh,
say my name is Nami, and my wonderful, cute corgi who's jumping on me right now, Dubu, it's his birthday. He is now 3 years old. And I did tell him, do not grow any older. That's it. You're freezing at 3 years. That's it. You cannot get older. So, yeah. There's a fun fact. It's Dubu's birthday today. And actually, can you just give me one moment? He's jumping all over me. Hold on.
Hmm, I'll be right back from Twitch.
Okay, I am ready, Freddy.
Now I'll just say to the mods, as we know, we're not gonna shout out anyone in the chat. Just letting you know. So, not just yet, anyways. So, all right, questions up. We're gonna get to those soft questions, and we'll get to the hard-hitting questions.
Oh, man.
And I got a ton of them too. I'm just like, you know what?
Cheesecake purple. There you go. I answered it all. Cheesecake and purple is life.
So, how long have you been playing SWTOR, and how did you find out about the game?
Well, I've actually been playing since January of 2017. Doesn't seem that long, but wow. It's over 2 years now. And I found out about this game from a dear friend of mine named Kirk. And Kirk and I used to play League of Legends together. Just one of the sweetest guys. And he knew that I loved World of Warcraft. So he's like, you got to try Star Wars, the Old Republic. And there you go. Logged in. Very first day was not a sub, but the next day, within 24 hours, bam, I said, I got a sub to this game. Never
And
looked back.
how long did Kirk play with you? By the way?
See, you and some of my followers know the answer to this. I want to say probably about 2 hours. He is an artist, so he made me, because he knew my favorite color is purple. He made me purple crystals to put in my lightsaber. My very first tune is, I guess, my Sork, my DPS Sork. And so, yeah, that's what it was. He came and made me crystals. He ran me through Black Talon. Back then, you got a free speeder if you completed it. And so I got my free speeder. And then, boom, I was off to Drum and Koss. And never saw Kirk again in the game, I don't think. Maybe once or twice thereafter, but yeah, didn't really see him. He's in Puerto Rico, and he had, at that time, he didn't have a very good computer. Also, the internet is a little shaky, I guess, where he lives. So it's understandable he wasn't able to play as much. So there you go. 2 hours.
Now, those who do not know, or maybe just don't remember that, your name NamiGal comes, from League of Legends. So I was going to ask you, what other games do you play? We all know League of Legends back in the day, but
Yeah.
besides that,
I played World of Warcraft for a long time. Was totally immersed into that game. Uh, in between, I was also playing a lot of League of Legends as well because I was at that time in the ranked community or ranked scene, I guess I should say. It's not really a community with League of Legends as opposed to like here in Star Wars. But I've played other games. I've actually got Destiny 2. Really like it. I've had some people help me. Wildlands, everybody. I mean, I have streamed it, so people have seen me play Wildlands, so they got to see that, that headshot, right? I just recently got Borderlands 1 and 2. I'm loving it. I'm actually playing it with other people, but kind of separately. So I play with a good friend of mine, Score. We play on the higher tune, and then the lower one, I'm actually running through everything with Cease. I also played Diablo 3. Let's see. I've played a bit of BDO. I actually have I think 3 tunes that are now like level 56 or something. They're not max level yet. I love the visuals of the combat in that game. I got into DCUO because of you. I'm liking that game a lot. I really still need to go and play with ARML some more on that. I really do like that game so I can see myself maybe streaming some of DCUO in the future. I also like the game. I don't know if you have it or you know of it. Subnautica. That was an amazing game when I first went in. It was kind of scary. So I kind of went a little out of my comfort zone. But that's a good game. I have good stories. Well, I always have good stories about my game playing. And also, we have a Pixelmon server, Cece and I do. And so I go in there. I do not have the creative mind. So I leave that to everybody else. I go in there and just mine. Just go somewhere and put up torches and mine. So that's what my job is. Or I am the lawnmower where I just go clear all the grass. But yeah, I think for the most part, I want to say those are the only games I've ever played.
So which out of all those would you actually want to play, like, and would spend a lot of time on?
Wow, that's a hard question. It's kind of like music. I like a little bit of everything. I mean, I was never good. A lot of people don't know this, but I do not use WASD for my movements in any game, whether it's well, I shouldn't say any game, but League of Legends, World of Warcraft, as well as this game. I use my mouse for movement. So these other games like Wildlands and BDO and all those, you have to actually use the WASD, and so it was kind of a way of me learning how to move that way in games, and I'm kind of getting it. But I do like those shooter games, man. Headshot, boom! It feels so good when you can one shot somebody in the head and snipe them from way over there.
So we won't be seeing you play just one game. We'll see a multitude of games. So next day you could be DCO, next day you could be D3, next day it could be this, next day that.
Yeah, I mean, I want to, you know, I also got into, I downloaded uh, Guild Wars 2 as well as Final Fantasy 14. So I hope to be playing, a little bit of I guess, every of the games that I have on my computer.
All
But
right.
yeah, always will be a Star Wars streamer.
Now, outside of the games that you play, what hobbies do you have that we don't know
Ooh.
about, or
Ooh.
that I don't know about?
Um. Well, I love traveling. I'm a Navy brat, so every 2 to 3 years we'd move. Like I've been to Iceland for 3 years. I was in Florida. I was in Maryland. I've been all over the place. And because we were stationed in Iceland and my mom being European, I got to travel a lot to EU. And it's just something that I would like to go and do, I think, in the future more so. And in fact, I'm trying to put together a vacation sometime this year. So I don't know if I'm going to Italy or I'm going to Australia, but going to find somewhere to go. So I definitely love traveling. Um, this is going to be surprising to some of you. I like playing bingo. I don't do it very often, but I have gone and played at an Indian casino and with some friends and whatnot. And I got to tell you, it's not just for old people. I'm just telling you, it's everybody. Everybody's playing bingo. And the reason being is I won $20,000 on one bingo. So yeah, I like playing bingo. I also like playing poker. Haven't done it for a long time. Probably in the last couple of years, haven't really gone out and done much of those hobbies, to be honest. But I do love playing Texas Hold'em. And best winning one night, I won over 18,000 in one night. So again, two things that I've done pretty well with, and I do enjoy it. I just don't do it very often anymore.
So where has that money gone to then?
Well, uh,
$38,000 right there. Where is that money at right now, or has been spent on? Louis Vuitton, Gucci,
well, yeah. I mean,
Armani.
yeah. Well, I mean, I don't really spend money anymore. It's just kind of like my credits in my legacy bay. I'm not really a big spender anymore. Um, But yeah, I'm pretty good at budgeting, number one. But number two, I've always been one of a very generous kind. So I do a lot of donating. But yes, I do have money.
Can I have some?
We'll talk about the terms of repayment later. No, just kidding. What interest rate? No. I mean, I do have money. I mean, I was very fortunate. And here's the funny thing is that, you know, it if it was any other moment, I would never have won that bingo. It just was the right timing and buying, I guess, my packs. It was an anniversary thing, and I went with some friends. And the same thing with the poker. I mean, it was an anomaly. It was like if it wasn't that particular moment that I was there and part of, I mean, I wouldn't have won that. I wouldn't be able to share that story now. The funny thing about it is that I knew who I won all the money from. And it's funny, I ran into him and his wife, and he asked me, "Oh, man, how much did you win the other night?" I said, "Oh, a little over 18 grand. He goes, "Yeah, I lost like 15 grand." And I was like, "Yeah, you were pretty drunk." But, it was just kind of crazy. But I mean, it's just, yeah, it was just a moment. And I don't think that it will be replicated in the future. But it was a fun moment.
Now, how long have you been streaming streaming in general? Like, were you streaming League of Legends before you came into SWOTOR, or about the
No,
time you started SWOTOR, you started streaming? Like,
I've always been a Star Wars streamer. Uh, I had a laptop, so I played the whole League of Legends, World of Warcraft, even Star Wars on my laptop, which I still have. But when I went to get a better computer, someone suggested, "Hey, uh, you're a guild leader, you're very charismatic, etc. People love you. You should, try streaming because one of his friends is a streamer." And I was like, "What? No, I don't think I could do that." And he's like, "Yeah." So they kept pushing me, not pushing me, but trying to support me into kind of pushing me that direction. And because I'm a big talker, etc. And
oh
that's how I
no.
started. I started actually, I think it was like end of April, but I did not consistently start streaming until June of last year. So I'd already played Star Wars for like almost a year and a half. Yeah, actually a year and a half before I started streaming it.
And how many hours would you say you play Tour?
Ah, wow.
You can lie if you want to. We don't have to know the exact number, like
Uh,
23 hours a day, but
no, no, not that long. I would say that I probably play like 40 plus hours a week.
so
Most
it's
of
like a
it's
full-time job.
conquest. A lot of it is conquest for both my guilds. But yeah, I would say about 40 plus. It's like a job, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a job. You must be on there all the time. Is it mainly like conquest, or is it like what do you? Is it in general things like 40 hours of conquest just to keep both guilds up? Or
Oh no, no, heavens no! I'd shoot myself. Um, well, the game has gone into different stages since I started playing it. So I have a lot of tunes, but the tunes that I had were like around. I want to say just counting on Starforge right before the merger. It was on Jedi, right? Jedi Covenant. I had about 20 plus tunes, and I wanted to make sure that all those tunes were at command level 300. It was a goal of mine. And for some who don't know this, I got my legendary title like after a month and a half in this game. I just completely just immerse myself into it. That's kind of what I do with things that, I'm interested in or I have a passion for. I just put 100% into it. And so what I wanted to do was go back and get those tunes to command level 300. Not all of my tunes have gone through the entire storyline, but three of my tunes have gone through everything. And so a big portion back then was getting my tunes to command level 300 to tier 4. No longer is that really the case anymore because of the opening of OSIS. Obviously, there was a lot of conquest being done. Uh, I used to run the guilds in more of a competitive way. I mean, we were much more active, much more going on. I mean, I was very fortunate that our pubside guild hit top 10 on the conquest board like 8 weeks in a row. And one of those weeks, my imp guild actually landed on the same. They were both number 3 on the leaderboard, and it was for a planet. I think it was Terrace, if I'm not mistaken. And so that was a great moment. And once the server merge happened, I kind of felt like, oh man, we'll never ever have that moment where we were top 10 because there were so many. With the server merge, there was a lot more guilds now involved, right? And I was very surprised. My pub guild actually made top 10 2 weeks in a row. And honestly, I think the second week was maybe a fluke or a mistake. I don't know. I was so shocked. I was like, what? And so we did make top 10. So a lot of that I want to say I guess, a lot of time has been spent on that. And then, of course, now I got all I got majority of my mains and everything through OSIS. So I have like 20 some odd tunes at OSIS. So, there's a grain for that for your 252s. But now I'm kind of in a limbo. Now I'm kind of like, I get on, everybody gets to see me do my conquest. They already know it. It's the first thing I do is conquest. Then from there, I actually been doing a lot more PvE versus PvP. For probably since June of last year until I want to say maybe a couple months ago, I want to say, I was historically just doing PvP running war zones. And then for some of you rake players, I will apologize. I would get in queue just to get my comms so I could get my decos. So, but I'm not a ranked player per se. I've done it, but I just want my deco, okay? I want in and I want out. That's good. We're good. It's not a form that I think I could stand up to. I want to say, as far as ability wise. So that's about it.
So how long do you think you spent on each character? All 26 of them.
Holy moly! Oof! I don't even know. I don't know. My mains are actually a Juggernaut and Guardian, and then as far as DPS, and then my healers currently, I would say that I'm running mainly as Sork and Sage healing. But I started out with Scoundrel and Ops, so it's kind of who knows, to be honest, number wise.
So you mainly said that you do PvE. Anything PvE related, so raids, that would be FPSs, and little to no PvP.
Just more so recently. Uh, I mean,
Was it like the
yes.
changes in there, like the two from it going from 242 to 252? Was it people in it? Like what made you go from maybe some to like little?
Well, it's kind of like I think with pretty much anything, repetition is going to make you better, right? Just sticking with it. But at one point, you kind of realize, like for me, I'm never going to be this amazing Star Wars player. I'm not going to be at that skill level that a lot of these players are at, like at NIM rating. I mean, I have a lot of respect and admiration that they're able to take the gaming to that level. Uh, I would love to be there. It's just I don't know if I have the energy for it, just because I do have a lot of tunes. I kind of feel like you always have to switch things up. That's pretty much with anything in life, right? If you stay with the same thing, you're just gonna get burned out, and that's something I didn't want to get. I just didn't want that to happen to me for this game. I love this game so much, and there's so much to do in the game. I've actually gone on my very first tune. It's pretty much I'm kind of mimicking what my first tune did in World of Warcraft because trust me, I have all classes, all races on Alliance and Horde, and I run. Well, I did. They're not really active now, but I have two guilds on both sides, Alliance as well as Horde. And my hunter, who was my very first tune, has gone through and gotten all the lore master of every expansion and has done up until Legion has done every single quest in every area. So I'm trying to actually go back and do that with my very first tune here, which was a lightning sork, who I've now respect to madness. So that's something that breaks up the norm. And I think that's what you need to do. You need to find out, okay, you're not really, this is kind of getting boring, repetitious. Let's just shake it up a little bit. And that's what's good about this game. I'm hoping to be part of a NIM run. I said, look, we may not finish it, But guess what? I can at least say that I was part of one NIM raid, and I'm fortunate that I have a couple NIM raiders that are willing to have me tag along. Actually, both of us, Filter, not just me. But that'll be something hopefully I'll get to experience.
Now, are there any changes, whether it's PvE or PvP, that you like to see in the game?
That I would like to see.
Yep, in the game. If
Well,
Musco is watching this right now and he's like, you know what, if there's one change that you want to make or a couple changes, and why?
are you talking about gameplay or content?
In general. In general.
Well, what I would like to see, and this may sound really probably small and petty, but I would love to see a change made to being able to ban as well as add legacies. One of the things I liked about BattleNet with regard to World of Warcraft is that when you met someone that you really enjoyed, on a tune, you would add them and you'd be able, like you add them on BattleNet, right? So you will be able to see, oh, they're on this tune on a different server, and you can message them and say, hey, do you want to come over and play with me? And then they could, switch tunes or whatnot. I kind of like, I, I kind of like that ability. Also, the downside, yeah, well, not the downside, but the other flip side of it is that if someone is harassing you, I'd like to see that you're able to ban the entire block, not ban, but block the entire legacy. Because I can tell you, I've had a stalker in this game, not recent, it was prior, um, as a guild leader in my other pub side guild or pub guild, and it was really hard for me because they had multiple tunes and tunes I didn't even know of the time that I started blocking them, and they literally followed me and my group everywhere, and it was so creepy. And I would, as soon as there was something in general chat or whatever, I would block that tune, but it would only be on that tune. I'd still, whenever I played another tune, I'd have to block there, and so many. It's just, ooh, it's a lot of work. So that's one thing. I know it seems very small, and it's not really has anything what to do with gameplay. Uh, I think I'm not that good of a player to be able to say, hey, this needs to be changed. And I haven't played long enough where I have that feeling like some of the people that have played this game since launch. And I get it because it's the same way with World of Warcraft. I believe that in that entire expansion, my favorite expansion in World of Warcraft will always be Wrath of the Lich King. And I, it's just really hard, I think, for game developers to kind of put out. I mean, they come out with the best idea. They try to, I guess, combine everything and all the suggestions into kind of hopefully help, attuning to everybody's needs, and it's really hard. Really, really is hard. We all have different. I mean, even in this game, we all have different ways that we like to play it. Some don't want to do PvP. Some do. Some don't. You know what I mean? Would do PvE as well as PvP. Some people are just doing it for the achievements. I say play it however way you want, and I'm happy with the game where it is. Uh, I am a little I think nervous about how the gearing's going to come out in 6.0 as far as how much grinding do I need to do. But you know what? Nothing goes without hard work, right? So I'll be there grinding with everybody else.
And those are the changes that you want to make. Is there anything else? Any other changes that you can think of, like
um,
maybe class wise?
no, actually no, because again, I'm not that proficient in all my classes to really say, oh my god, I would need this. I'm too busy thinking, okay, do I need a roll? Ooh, let me do an AOE heal. Like mine is very much in the moment. Yeah, I'm not very creative in my mind to knowing what I should get, just because I just take whatever I get and just make the best of it.
Understandable. Understandable there. Now, what are you wanting to accomplish this year that you weren't able to last year?
Well, I've been wanting to take that vacation because it's been 2 years. And, I mentioned I would like to probably go either to Tuscany or Australia. But who knows? Who knows where I land? Um, I also want to go back to volunteering. It's something that I'm very passionate about. I used to volunteer at a YWCA for battered women, worked at a shelter, manned the 800 lines, as well as I got to talk to some of the residents, as well as I also ran a support group once a week. And that was really fulfilling. It gives you a sense of, oh my God, I'm doing something good. And I don't know, I want to get back to volunteering. I don't know in what area. I don't know if it's going to be back in something like that, or it could be with the animal shelters. I did go and volunteer at the local animal shelters, and this is going to be the funniest thing. So my volunteering at the animal shelter was they have a program where you go in and read to the cats, and yeah, that's what you do. You just read to the cats. So yeah, I'm not sure what it's going to be, but hopefully something.
Do you say read to the cats?
Yeah, you read to the cats. You bring whatever book you want. There's some books there, and you just sit in this whole room where there's all these cats taking cat naps, and you just read to them. I think it's probably something therapeutic for both sides. Maybe. Otherwise, you bore them to death, and they're taking a lot of cat naps. Maybe that's really what they want them to do. Yeah, funny thing.
Looks,
What can I say?
looks like Bioware had a little small announcement there in Tour that the dark side just won, so yay.
Yay!
And there's any goals that you want to accomplish, like in certain games, maybe besides Tour, maybe you already accomplished what you need to in Tour, but what you want to accomplish say, in other games or anything?
Well, I've kind of resolved that I'm never going to be a good player. I guess I'm just a decent player. I mean, just someone who
A decent player.
I don't know. What am I? I don't even know. I guess it's hard to maybe categorize yourself. You know, I know that I'm not a great player of any game. Uh, I probably never will be, and I'm okay with that. The reason why I play a game is pretty much like other people. You just want an escape, something to do, something that's fun. But it's not really just the game for me. It's the people that you meet in game, and that's what I like. So I don't know that I will ever. I think, yeah, be great at this game or any game for that matter. I'm too busy standing in my stronghold for hours talking to chat.
That's true. I'm like, man, when is she ever gonna get the heck out of that stronghold?
I know. I've been asked, how the hell do you have 40 some odd people watching you in your stronghold? And look, we're standing in my stronghold again.
Ironically enough.
Ironically enough, yeah.
Now, what is your proudest accomplishment in the game?
Ah, I will forever.
Forever.
I don't care if I play this game when I'm like 80 years old, hopefully. Hopefully I am. But I will forever say my proudest
Forever.
accomplishment was killing Valen in one fight. Actually, I wasn't killing her, but I'm not going to give spoilers out for some of you who have not gone through the expansions. But I fought her with basically very little gear, because I did not know anything about item modification. After I went to Fleet for what do you call it, to head off to Drum and Cause, I never hung out on Fleet. If I had to go to Fleet, it was only to get to somewhere, right? Or I'd use the galaxy map, right, to get to the new place on my next mission. So I never knew about the item modification area, and so that fight almost made me want to leave the game. Not gonna lie. Not really, but I mean, it really had me thinking. Um, I died probably a minimum of 15 times in that one fight. And between those fights, it wasn't consecutively, I would switch and play a ranked league game. Play a game or two and whatnot. Get frustrated over there because that's just how it goes in League of Legends, right? And then I log back into Star Wars, and once again I die. It was just like inevitably, just like this vicious cycle. But eventually I got her. And then I found out I had to fight someone else afterwards. And I'm like, are you flipping kidding me? But I did it, and there was no turning back from that point. I figured out later on how to beat her on my next two, and that I ran through the entire story. And I can tell you that was a good portion of me knowing what item modification was on fleet, so I had better gear going into the fight. So, yeah, but when you're just going with like crap gear or gear you don't even know what you're wearing and everything, because nobody taught me this game. It was kind of like self-taught getting to the end of the game, and uh, I don't know. That's why I'm really big on helping new players. If someone has a question, try to answer it. If you can't answer it, get someone else who can help answer, because it's very frustrating if you can't get help. And myself, I was just totally immersed in the game on my own, and I wasn't part of a guild. Nothing. It was just me running solo the entire storyline and everything of my Sorg, which at that time the end story was Eternal Throne. Iocath had not dropped at that point.
And I thought when you saying the D word, I was like, oh, you beat Valak. Oh, okay. That's,
Oh,
aren't you
Valak?
proud to know? Yeah. I was
Yeah,
like, you
right.
beat Valak.
Okay, no.
Okay.
Okay, there's no way I can beat Valak in anything. No, I don't think so. Well, he has a cute dog too. See, I can't even beat him on that either. That I have a cuter dog. He has a cute dog too. Milo.
So where do your deck goes then? Because you got your deck goes in the next room over there. Do they range up there as far as another proud accomplishment?
I'm sorry, what?
Said your deck goes, your PvP deck goes.
Yeah.
Are those up there as well as far as well, as accomplishments as well?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I felt, I had been doing PvP for a while. Again, I'm not saying I'm the best in PvP, but I try and do my best, and I think that's just what's important, is that I'm enjoying the game. I don't get upset anymore like, "Oh my god, we lost." I don't take it as loss or wins. Take it that I'm out there having fun. On a different platform where it's actually PvP versus me fighting NPC or some ads. And the only reason it was kind of funny because Kogas had told me, dude, all you need to do is go in there, do your 10 games, get place, and get to bronze. And I was like, I'm kind of nervous. And this was season 9, and I only had done at that point PvP on Satil Shan, and
Yeah.
so there was a lot of at that time mat farmers, so they were looking for group ranked, right? And I got suggested by Cease and Kogas, just go join a mat farmer, just get the comms and you can buy it even. And I did my 10 matches and I placed in bronze. And I remember talking to Kogas about it. I don't know if we were in call or what happened. He's like, wait, you placed at 12, whatever it was, under 1300, like 1290 or 1280 something. I don't remember. Um, he said, well, Nami, you're going to have your color crystals, because at that time I wanted the color crystals.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, you've already got it. You're going to get the comms. You're going to get this, that. I'm like, yes, baby, we're done. I think I played maybe one more match, but I was like, nah, I'm done. I got what I wanted. That's it. I'm out. And when season 10 came, so I got my deco. So when season 10 came, I felt like, oh, I want to get my deco, because it's kind of like, you got it, and I got it pretty easy, I suppose, because 10 matches come out, you're bronze, boom, you know how it goes. So season 10, that's exactly what I wanted to do. Just get in. But this time, I don't want the crystals. I wanted decos. I wanted to decorate my Nar Shaddaa stronghold. And I thought, that's just a memory of how I get it, right? Moments in life, sometimes, you're able to look back and have a story about it. And I have so many stories. And so that's what I did. And I got to tell you, it was really hard. I went on both sides, on Satil Shan as well as Starforge, because by this time I was doing PvP on Starforge as well. I felt confident enough, I guess, to say, to play, war zones and not get yelled at or something like that.
See, if Nami can do it and I can do it, you can too.
Yep, just go do the comms, and that's what I ended up doing this season. Was I farmed the comms, and I got majority of those comms during preseason, and so I tried to stay out of the ranked arena, especially toward the ending where people were trying to get to gold or wherever they're going. And that's one of the things that is, I don't know if they're changing it. I never looked at the patch notes or the upcoming notes. Is I really wish that they would go under the same ranking queue system as League of Legends has. League of Legends is you can either solo queue or duo queue, right? But it matches a team against another team, but everybody is about the same elo. It's kind of sad here. I feel bad. I mean, I do really feel bad for some of, like, if you have two great tanks or two DPS, really strong DPS in queue, and they're, let's just say, some that are lower, like here I come in, they're actually going to try to balance it with, like, some great players with some not so great players instead of putting like a one great team together to go match another great team. And I kind of feel like this solo part has probably suffered from that. And so while this past season, I think I saw a lot of more, or a lot more, I should say, ranked, group ranked. I think that's always been there. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know really so much about the solo part. I think there was a lot of frustration, but people were trying to get to whether it's gold, silver, wherever they wanted to get, top three. I think it's much harder now.
Now, since you start streaming, I know we talked about this a little bit, but people who don't know, have you seen any major significant changes in the Sword Tour community since you began
Um,
streaming?
yeah, definitely. I mean, when I came into the streaming scene, and let's just say June of last year, so almost a year ago, there wasn't as many Star Wars streamers in the directory, and there was only like three female streamers that I think uh, that I can remember, and that would be Hadi, that was Averia, as well as Aquila. And so I'm very happy being a female streamer that I'm seeing more female streamers in the directory. To be honest, you know, kind of like my fellow girls, my fellow girl streamers. So that's a good plus. I'm starting to see more of that, and I really enjoy it. I also want to say that I wish that there was a way that this game could be promoted in a very big way. And it's a wonderful game. Even if there are complaints about it, complaints of the status of where the game is, the thing is, if you're hitting play and you're in this game, just forget the complaining. Just go with the flow. Go do the things that make you happy. And so I really wish that there was some way that this game could get a big promotion. And what I'm hoping is that when 6.0 drops, as well as when The Rise of Skywalker comes out, that the game can get the attention it so deserves. And hopefully we can get some more people playing the game. I know I try my best in getting new players in, getting them subbed. One of my wishes that everybody hears is that I really, if you love this game, I really wish you can go through the entire storyline at least once. Just get through it at least once. And I try my best to making that happen for people.
Now, in this community, who have you been inspired by, if anybody? And if so,
Wow.
who have you inspired?
This was a very hard question, and it's really sad because I felt like, yeah, it's hard to, when you list only a few people. I mean, I could continue going on for weeks, um,
Yeah, we don't
but
have that
I'm
time.
going to list a few, okay? And I'm going to apologize in advance if I have not mentioned your name. You guys know who you are, okay? But I'm going to mention, first off, the four individuals that when I started streaming, I looked to. I looked at their streams. I looked at how they streamed. I looked at how they played. I looked at the personalities, and I got to get to know each of them. And that's just kind of how I do things. And one of them was Telios. Uh, Telios is a man who works hard at the goal he puts before him, and he doesn't waver in his convictions. He has moved on now. Now he's moved on to becoming a variety streamer, but I still have fond memories when we used to group up together for PvP when I first started. And actually, one of the other co-interviewees who was supposed to be here, who'll be here next week, Amanda. Amanda joined our group, and Amanda was pocket healing because at that time I was healing. I would go sword heal, and then Amanda, I think, just mains a healer. So it gave me a chance to work on my jug skills. Now the second person I'd like to mention is Kogas. Now Kogas is a man who told as well as showed me that it doesn't matter what people think. Just do you and work your way to that personal goal despite what others say along the way or at the end when the goal has been achieved. I will also mention he has a smooth and soothing voice and really should be working in broadcasting. But I think he taught me that. I'm going to mention Cease. Now, Cease is a man who I extremely admire personally. He has shown me you can self teach yourself in anything you set your mind to. You can be the best, even if that best isn't the best in the world. It's the best you can do given the tools and at that very moment. And to acclimate to who you are, not what others think you should be, and just do you. Akila, I love that girl. I mentioned her a little bit earlier. I love that girl. Most importantly, I love her because her favorite color is purple, just like me. When I first started streaming, I got to tell you, I love her spirit. She is one of the female streamers I used to watch when I first started streaming, and she never ceases to make me laugh in every stream she does. I'm sure for everybody. I also love her because she shares her mod, TPM, aka Tom, with me. He's another amazing individual, and I hope that one day he can be a guest on the Podstream. Now, I'm going to mention two guys that you probably don't hear too much about, and that's Score and Slider. These men have kept me grounded for over 2 years now. They have supported me and loved me for the person that I am, faults and all. They have both taught me lessons on how to be a stronger person and to stand up for what I believe in and to be happy about it. I want to get to the last one that I'll name, and that's Infiltration 10, aka Filter. I term him Filter because Infiltration 10 was just a mouthful when he would come into my streams. One day I'll tell you about how I met Filter. I also call him lately Filterino. He's taught me that there's another person who's willing to stand by me in my vision of wanting to build a community where no one feels alone and everyone is cared for. That someone is just not someone on the internet, that it's a human being that deserves the same respect that you would give to someone in real life. Getting to know the person, sharing stories, because after all, we are all the community for the most part, to act and to interact and form bonds. And thank you so much, Filter, for being there with me. There are so many others that put a smile on my face and give me great happiness when I see them in my stream chat, in the Discord server, or even through DMs. I could be here probably for a week naming names and still not touch on how many have impacted my life. What I want to say to everyone who hasn't been named is thank you. You'll never know how much you mean to me and how you've made me grow. It's not only as a streamer, a gamer chick, and a person overall. Thank you for being a part of my life, and I'm so happy we had the extreme pleasure of meeting. This also goes to the people I've met that now I'm estranged from. I want to tell you that I do value our time together because I believe our life is filled with moments. And some of those moments just happen to be bigger than others. It's those collective moments that make up one's life. And at the end, before I get too old, I want to be that girl who's riding a purple Harley with no cares in the world, reflecting on my life that while I made mistakes, I hopefully learned from them. I tried my part in making the world a better place for not only myself, others around me, and our future generations, and that I'm at peace at who I am. As far as who I've inspired, well, I could name a few that have told me, but I think it's best that they shine on their own. It's themselves that got them to where they are emotionally or physically. I was just the person there to support their decisions and give them strength to accomplish whatever goals, ideas, or plans that were already their own. So, for me to really say that I've really inspired someone, I don't know. I hope I'm able to, but the real credit goes to themselves. We can be told something, we can be given support, but it's actually actions that make the difference. And right there, that's a big, big, huge step, is making the change. So, yeah. I know that was an elongated response, but y'all know me
All too well.
all too well.
Now, is there anything you could feel that you could do personally to make this community an even better one?
Well, I believe I'm doing what I can in streaming a game that's probably the best game I've ever played. Now, whether I continue playing Star Wars in the future, who knows who knows what the future brings, right? Um, but hopefully I'm helping the Star Wars community grow in a positive way. I mean, also hope to unite as many fellow streamers, regardless if they play Star Wars or another game or if they've moved on to another game. Um, but I just want people to unite, whether it be fellow streamers, whether it be fellow viewers or followers. Um, it's all about forming friendships. And I mentioned Score and Slider. They met in my guild, and they're like the best of friends now. There's so many people that have become really close and, bonded. And that's kind of what the internet's about. You know, um, yeah, it's not about just the game. I've never believed that it's just the game. It's the people you meet along the way that make the moments enjoyable. And I thoroughly believe that.
All right. And is there any projects or events that you'd like to either host or be a part of? Like, when is the next, say, streamer event type
Well,
of?
I've ran two community streamers events in the past, and gotta say, it really made me really happy. I mean, it truly was a day that I got to play with my fellow Star Wars streamers. Like I had said, that we get to see each other in each other's streams. Whether it's supporting them by just coming and hanging out, whether it's you know subbing to them, whether it's gifting subs. But this was a day that I got to chill out, hang out and do a 60-man ops with them. And I hope to run another one in the future. Don't know when at this point. I kind of feel like the directory is a little divided right now, but I'm hoping that I can get another event like that running because it really is fun. I think it's fun for everyone. Not to mention, you're enjoying playing and doing a 60-man op, but we're filling up the directory that day, and to me, that's one of the ways of getting the word out about this game, showing people the game is not dead. Um, so hopefully I'm able to run that. I mean, that's the only time I've ever run a 60-man op. Actually, no, I think I did get pulled in to heal on a 60-man op, actually, over here in Starforge, but definitely not the norm. So it's kind of nice being part of that. It sounded like a lot of people had fun with it as well. So, yeah, hopefully one day. As far as other events I'd like to participate, I'd like to see more events where the community as a whole can come together. And whether it's like a continuation of the Scare Bear kills on Oricon that Aquila ran, whether it's PvP dueling tournaments, I'd like to see those. Those are very interesting. For some of you guys who did not know, I streamed the Nothing Personal tournaments, but because of IRL, they're no longer running those currently, especially because one person's in the military in Germany at the moment. But whether it be achievement runs, whether it be datacron runs, I know with regard to the guild, I had told some of my viewers that if they want to get the datacrons, we'll just get groups out and maybe I'll do something weekly or something that we go tackle one planet at a time. But I don't only limit this to the streamers. I love to see that the players come up with ideas of how or of some community events. And if I'm asked, I know that I will be down. I will be totally down to help in whatever way I can. Uh, but yeah, I would like to see the players themselves also get involved in creating some events. I don't think it only has to be streamers. Um, if you love this game, go promote it. It's like if you have a husband or a significant other, you're not going to go around talking bad about your significant other, one that you love. If you truly love this game, you enjoy playing this game, then forget putting down the game. Accept it for what it is and go do what you want in the game. Go do whatever makes you hit the play button. Go do whatever makes you resub every month to it and enjoy it. Enjoy those moments while the game is here. Hopefully the game never dies. But who's not to say that one day it goes down? Just try to experience right now in the moment as much as you can in something that you love or care about. If you don't, go play another game. Go do whatever makes you happy that day because at the end of the day, it's you only you is going to reflect on what kind of day did you have today. So, that's how I believe. Deep, huh? No. You know me, the deep one.
Deep
Complicated
one.
and simple.
Complicated yet, was it simple yet complicated?
There you go. Simple but complicated.
Looks like Nana rated you too.
I'm
Nana's
sorry, what?
nonsense rated you. So Nana's nonsense rated you.
Oh, Nana. I'm going to give a quick shout out to Nana. Nana also taught me something. Nana's birthday was on the 23rd, if I'm not mistaken. That woman, amazing woman. Oh my God, has better stories than me. Not to say that my stories are good, but she has amazing stories. And I have to admire that woman. That woman's birthday was on April 23rd, and she turned 55 years old. And that was her debut stream. And I got to tell you, it goes to show if you want to stream, if you want to, you even have the small notion like, oh, I want to try out streaming, just do it. Do it now. Do it right now while it's fresh in your mind. If you don't like it, you're like, yeah, this is not for me, then you know. At least you know it wasn't for you. But you never know. If it's something that you want to do, just go do it. I feel like I should be a poster child for Nike. I really do.
Hmm, maybe you should.
I do have two pairs of tennis shoes that are Nike, so could be. I should contact them.
Now, before I get to my, hard hitting questions here. Hard hitting. Anybody else? Is there anybody who wants to ask questions there to kind of soften her up? Soften up the nomster?
Will this require me going to get a Corona light that's in my
Yes, it
refrigerator?
will. Yes, it will.
Dude, loose lips. I'd become loose lips. Wow, that
Get
sounded
some,
really
get some,
bad. Don't take it that way, but you know what I mean.
get some tequila. Just have a good time.
I have no tequila. The only alcohol I have remotely is a Corona Light, and that's because I had a craving for sushi and I had a craving for Mexican food. So, bam, Corona Light just needs to be drinking with that, drunk with that, drink that. What that word.
So I'll gather them up. I mean, if you guys want to at me, because I'll be asking her because she's not looking at anything, so I'll be doing that myself while she goes ahead and gets something because I want to eat something I haven't eaten since I got off work. So, did you want to go do that?
Oh wait, you seriously want me to go drink alcohol?
Well, no, whatever you're gonna do.
You know
Loose
what?
lips,
I am
McGee.
gonna go get a Corona Light. I feel like well, no, maybe I won't.
I
God, I
think you
might make a
should.
fool of myself if I start drinking on stream.
I think
Uh,
you should. Face cam isn't on, so no one's gonna see you.
no, but see, that's not the weapon. The weapon is my mouth. I'll be right back though.
Okay.
While you gather all those hard hitting questions.
I will say this: the pizza is good, though. Filter is not around. Filter is AFK. Filter is somewhere else. Oh well, it is a super Hawaiian pizza, bro. So I can't really, not do that. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, there's a pineapple already on there. It's like bacon, not even American bacon, like So you dirty unfollowed. Yeah, I don't say anything in chat, so I rarely do. And then when I do, it's probably because I'm active, and then I just go back to being non-active. Let me write these down. I actually have something else written down. It's notes. So let me copy and paste these. I know you guys DM'd me, so it's gonna go in order they appear. So it's gonna go desktops. That. So let me copy and paste that. I don't want that. No. Copy names there. So it doesn't look like I'm asking. There we go. I got orders. At me. There we go. I got third question right there. Yeah, pizza talk. I'm sorry. I just got off work like not just got off work, but I got off work at like 3 p.m. Eastern time. So I came home like around 3:30, drank a little something, my Powerade, and then decided to do the Podstream there. So I'm just famished. I had snacks and all that, but snacks ain't gonna cover it. Okay, yeah, we know that. Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or or one duck-sized horse? That question. Yeah, we know you got that question. If you want to phrase it in there. Oh no, I got your question there. I got the question sent there at me. I got them.
You got them? Well, I
I got.
opted
I got.
not to get a Corona Light. I opted to
Yeah,
get two little mini bites Snickers. Gotta have my nuts before we do this.
gotta have your nuts. Okay. Oh, you heard it here first. All right. This and copy paste. Da, 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 da. Let's get this one. Okay, so I'm going in order here from what it was sent to me here. So Desktop Mage wants to ask you, will Nami ever show a face cam?
Hmm.
It seems like all the women have, but you.
Yes. There's two things that I'm going to
Welcome
say.
back, Roger.
I'm gonna have to eat another little Snickers for this.
Oh man,
Mm,
here we go. Roger
okay.
just got back just in time too.
Okay. I will honestly say that I cannot say I will never do it. What I can say is that I've had two stalkers in my life. One was in League of Legends, one was in Star Wars. When I started streaming, it is for just I guess my personal enjoyment, interacting with people, hopefully making their day, hopefully they make my day, and it was for charity. I did not want the stereotypical stigma of, oh, wow, she's showing her boobs, or wow, she's hot, or she's not hot, whatever. I felt that I wanted people to get to know me. And if they were willing to take the time to get to know me on a more personal level, then I would share with them like some personal, which I consider is me, right? So I have, well, filter, because you're always telling me about my biker chick look. Um, there's some that I trust. Now, will I ever eventually do that? I may. I can tell you right now, with the state of the community that it's in, I would not.
All right. I'm not going to question that. Uh, and the next question is the spell slinger. Nami, do you wait? I don't know if I want to ask that one, to be quite honest, but I'll ask it because it's not my question. Nami, do you still stream naked or have you stopped?
Well, considering I never have, there's nothing to stop.
Hmm. Like had to reread that question. What? So you never have?
Well, no.
Why haven't you?
Wait, is
No,
this
no.
your question now or his?
I'm adding on to the question.
Because that would just seem weird to me. I mean, why do I need to why do I need to stream naked? Like, what would the purpose be?
There's a first time for everything.
I mean,
no one would ever
I've
know.
walked by my computer naked. How about that? And that's on my way to the shower or out of the shower. But I mean, yeah, sorry, not into streaming naked. Not a fetish of mine. Sorry, spell.
Sly Fox wants to ask, why does Nami make most characters? She has like 2 aliens. Why so many?
I'm sorry. What? Wait, I have two alien. What?
Why do you have too many? Why do you mostly make human characters? Why not you
Oh,
change it up like Twi'leks, Mira, all that stuff?
I don't know. I mean, I did tell the story that I made two Twi'leks, and I made a red one and a blue one. And so one was Sith, one was Jedi, or pub. And I named them because I was very into punny names. I named one Twiddly Dee, Twiddly Dum, and I don't know. I don't know. It just didn't feel right. I don't know. I don't know. I tend to make. I don't know. When I make a tune, I tend to make it. I guess a little bit of me. I don't know. You know what? I don't know. I don't know. I just go human.
Tsukasa has a question here. Question for Nami. When can I expect
When can he expect what?
you to be moving in?
Moving in where?
That's a good question.
Wait, what do you mean?
Counter the
Moving
question with a question. Oh, he said now it's a joke. Okay.
Oh, you mean moving in with Tsukasa? Wow. Well, number one, Tsukasa. I know it's Tsukasa Mikasa, right? But
Your house is my house.
I know. I think that's where it's coming from right now. It just dawned on me. Um,
Anytime soon.
I will tell you this. It has been a plan of mine that I would get some of the close people that I know uh, in and meet them in Vegas because I got free suites over there.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about just having a weekend of just, you know, partiness, right? Not really drunkenness. I mean, feel free to because they serve 24/7. But
Yeah.
I was thinking it would be just kind of a lighthearted place to go, right?
Mhm.
And then I have a friend that I told you guys that has a beautiful vacation home up in Idaho. And then my thought was to invite like an elite group up there because it's 4 master bedrooms and then just chill and get to know each other even more. Like the next level of, becoming hopefully lifetime friends. Um, but definitely the Vegas thing I was trying to work out in my head. So I will not be going to Sukasa's house, but who knows? Sukasa may be coming to Vegas.
You might be.
He might be.
All right, here. Just let me go ahead and take this off here. And we have obviously 2 duck sauce questions. That sucks sauce. We have favorite mods here. Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck? We
I
get the
think it would be
hard-hitting
one
questions right
horse-eyed duck. Do you want to know why?
here. Yes. That was part 2. The question why.
I am going to make sure that when I go to fight that duck, I am going to bring the best bread, best French roll. If I have to go to France for it, I will go bring the best bread I can and offer it and say, "Here, leave me alone. Please don't hurt me." That's probably it. Yeah, I'd probably do that. I don't want to feed 100 of them. No, no, no.
Yeah, Roger, if you want to just at me in chat, I'll go ahead and ask the questions there directly to her. Roger Rabbit.
Oh no.
All right.
Now I'm a little scared.
And then his second question is, and when are we hitting the bar and the tables from that duck sauce?
Wait, when are we doing a what?
When are we hitting the bar and poker tables?
Well, if you ever come to LA, I will take you. I will definitely take you to if that's what you want to to play. I'm more than happy to take you to one. I will tell you this though.
Mhm.
I play high limits, and you
She like
better
a
know
high
how to
roller chick.
play. Better know how to play, because I'm not babysitting. Nah. But yeah, one of the things I was thinking about was going. This was a thought I had like probably a month ago. Was to go to UK. I know that somebody I knew had went to UK, and I was like, let me see. I've got Mickey's accent. I've got that duck sauce accent. I love all those like European accents. I'm like, I could go to UK, make Ducky drive me around for 2 hours. I told him I need to have fish and chips because that just you just have to have that, right?
Right.
And yeah, I drink a beer with him, maybe a beer or two with him in the UK. So if I end up making it to Europe, I have no problem swinging by UK.
Okay.
I
Hopefully
trust
that
Ducky.
answered. You trust him? Oh no.
I trust Ducky.
I think
I know. I know. I know. It's
I know.
unimaginable, but yeah, I
I
trust.
think
He
you'd
is a
be.
great guy.
I think you'd be irritated at the 5 minutes of riding it if you have him driving you around just because he's gonna be vaping in your ear. So
He's in what?
I said while he's driving, he's probably gonna be vaping pretty much the whole time. So I don't know if you were having
Mm,
him drive you all the
That's
time. So
okay.
I mean, you could hardly stand it, when he's chatting with you, So
It's okay. I'm getting used to that. Getting
all
used
right,
to his vaping.
getting used to it. Okay, take your word for it. I want to hear it in DMs. When you have him, you say something about him vaping here.
Well, that's okay. I'll just slide into your DMs and tell you all about it, and you'll console me. You'll be like, "Oh, wait a minute, you vape too?" Now that I think about it, damn it. Well,
Yeah.
you know what? Here we go. Problem solved. I should start vaping. Hook me up with the vaping. That way we can vape together in harmony.
And people call 911 and try and put the fire out because the car's gonna be full of smoke.
Oh, okay. I was like, do you light that stuff up? I didn't even know. Okay. Got it. Okay, from the smoke. Gotcha. No, we'll be rolling down the windows. Thank you very much. I already have enough allergies and whatnot.
And it looks like Sly Fox also vapes.
Yeah, she did tell me that.
Now, Sukasa wants to ask the legit question here. He said, have you been following Blizzard lately? If so, will you be trying to attend BlizzCon for the 15th anniversary of World of Warcraft and 25th anniversary of Warcraft?
No. I have
Any reason
not
why?
gone to any con, whether it be TwitchCon, BlizzCon. The only thing that I've ever attended that had anything related to gaming was I went to 2015 League of Legends All Stars. And that's because I totally wanted to see my boy Faker and a lot of the other ones. I will tell you from League of Legends, if you guys ever played it, Double Lift is tall. And he was walking, we were walking past each other, and I'm like, hey, Double Lift. And he's like, what's up? And I'm like, nothing much. Kept on walking. But I did actually know one of the coaches for one of the professional teams, Origin, Hermit. So, yeah, it's just kind of nice. I also met someone who is the drug deal or drug guy or something, pot guy for one of the teams too. I was like, wow, you've got an important job there, don't you? But yeah, there's my League of Legends. That's the closest I got to any type of gaming, I guess, event or anything.
All right. Let's see. What else do we got here on the list here? So now we got Smokey Effin Bear. His question is, my question was Ricardo or Shrek?
Shrek.
Really?
Wait,
You wouldn't go for? Oh. You got to think about this one a little bit here.
you want me to think more about it?
Ricardo or Shrek?
Oh my gosh. Mm, why not? Accept people for who they are. Come on.
So you're going with Shrek. That silence must be a yes.
I'll take them both on. Let's go.
In Vegas?
In Vegas.
That duck sauce. His third question here. Let's see. Which bar are we hitting up, and when? And when's she taking me to Vegas?
Hmm. There's a lot of bars in Vegas. I mean, you sneeze and you're already in another bar. So, I don't know. To be announced.
Spell
I
something
really
there.
would like to get a group of some of the closest ones that I want a chance to get to meet some of the close ones that I've met along the way. Um, I, I don't think people realize that the people that you interact with, like the good people that you interact with, they help every day. Um, they help every day to make someone stronger. I mean, a lot of people think, oh, wow, you're just Miss Positivity. You're just blue, 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 blue. Dude, I do not wake up like Cinderella or like Sleeping Beauty with like freaking sun in my eyes, freaking birds chirping in my ear. I wake up just like everybody else. But it's a matter of making a decision how you want to, you know, how do you want to be? What do you want to be today? How do you want to impact the world? How do you want to contribute to the world? Where would you envision this world to be? You can't complain about, I hate to say this, but you can't complain about being in all the assholes in the world and be one. You just can't. That right there is hypocritical. And I don't know. I just kind of feel like we all have that choice. And even if we make a mistake that day, the the point is to accept it, take take ownership of it. You made a mistake. Take ownership of it. If you feel you need to make amends, make amends. Ex- accept whatever the outcome may be and turn the page. And that's very hard to do. It's easier said than done. But life is a struggle. There are so many people. I got to tell you really quick about JT. He's an inspiration to me only because I guess when I met him, it was way at the beginning of the my streaming. Let's say, not career, but my streaming. What would you say? Streaming career. Um, and I met JT, and for some of you guys who don't know, if we could do a shout out for All Access, because you guys are going to want to see this guy when he starts streaming again. This is a man that's a paraplegic, and he told me that he plays this game and other games. Imagine holding a pencil in your hand and just with the erasers on the end and playing and hitting the keys like that. Not with 10 fingers, with like a pencil in each hand. And and that didn't stop him from gaming. And he's a positive impact. He really is. He oh my god. I just don't know how to say it. What people don't understand is that we don't know what's going on in any of these anybody's lives. Whether they come into your stream, whether they just joined your guild, whatever, we don't know what's behind. The only thing that we know is what they feel comfortable in sharing. Well, I can tell you for one, I get a lot of DMs, a lot of DMs. And it's people that are looking for advice, people who just want to vent, people with uplifting messages, whatever. I mean, it's a multitude of DMs. And I got to tell you, if you can make yourself available and just making their day just a little bit better and making them feel like they're not all alone, you take them away from that little moment where they may be in deep depression and it can swing things around. Not to mention, you'll feel trusted. And we all want to have that feeling where we feel trusted. And, that gives us a kind of a sense of, I think, pride, right? When you know someone can trust you. Be that person. Don't just say you want to be the person, do it.
Now, seems because I don't see many other questions around here. I know. So, Desktop Mage wanted to ask. I don't know if this is a question or more a comment there, but he said, "Hey, ask this if Nami ever needs a DD or in Vegas. I'm the guy. I don't drink, and I can keep everyone safe after getting hammered.
There you go. But my assumption
Designated
is if I'm
driver.
going to get drunk, instead of being the DD, my friend, you can go push the button up to, help me get my key and get me in my room. I might need help with that. I'll be like, okay, where's my room at now?
Be like, well, we don't know where you're staying at. You told us,
Oh
so
God, I know I have some amazing stories about that, but anyways,
we're gonna
that's
keep
another
you in the
time.
military. Keep you in the military base.
Nah. There's some great stories, and we'll leave those for streams. I tell you, yeah, that's why I say just do it. And if something happens, take ownership of it. Change, learn from it, and don't do it again if you feel that bad about it. But definitely just be the person you want to be, because like they say about young teenagers, right? They say, "Oh my God, they're making like silly mistakes, but one day they'll regret it." In my opinion, for success is minimize those mistakes and learn from them. It will make you grow, and that's what we do as human beings. We're constantly growing. That's why we're learning things. It's just like it's a whole learning ground, right? I know I'll be learning something at age 80 when I'm riding my purple Harley with no cares in the world. I'm probably going to be thinking as I'm going 100 and whatever miles, I'm going to be like, why the F did I not do this in my, 20s when I was talking about it? You know? But, that's just how it is. Make sure at the end of the day you can say, you know what, it was a good day today. I did good. I felt good. And here's the thing is that it's not fake positivity. What it does, it makes you feel good. And that feel good
Feel
feeling
good.
that you do when you help someone or you impact someone's life and turn it around is what makes you feel good. And at the end of the day, that's what it all matters. How do you feel about yourself? Wow, this is really deep.
This is really deep.
Really deep. I will be sending out my psychology bill. No, I'm just kidding. My counseling bill. No, I'm. That's just how I am. Anybody who knows me and has a conversation with me.
Understandable. All right, there. Any other questions from the chat? Because I don't see any more. So
Well, Filter doesn't have any questions on his own.
Filter is eating his pizza with pineapple to annoy that duck sauce. So
Are you eating pizza with pineapple? Oh my.
so good. Mmm.
Well, there you go.
Smokey wants to ask, when are you gonna play Smite with?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I have so many games. I have so many games. I don't know. Ugh, oh my god. Man, Smite reminds me of kind of like a spin-off on League of Legends, and I can just see. I've watched you play. I've heard you play. I wouldn't say I watched you play, but I heard you play, and you're like, "Damn it!" And I'm like, "Oh my god, League of Legends flashback." I could just see you saying to me, "Nami, don't. You're going the wrong way, Nami. Nami, why'd you touch that? Go stand over there." Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm bringing up some memories of people telling me when I played Fortnite with them. Nami, wait, why are you running next to me? No, you need to spread out. Because if they go and hit you, they're gonna hit me too. Wait, why are you so far behind? Nami, go faster. Come on. I'm like, oh my god. Forget this. I can't even hit anything Oh, and then I did hit this guy and killed it and got the shot. And you wanna know what they said? They said, well, you only got it because I injured him first. I'm like, really? Am I not going to get any credit in this game? That's it. Uninstall Fortnite. Filter's still eating his pizza. Go ahead. You can swallow.
Yeah.
You can swallow. Go. There you go. That was slurp. That really wasn't a swallow. That was a slurp.
Oh, look at that. Sukasa is like, Nami, why are you down on the job?
Well, why? What?
Why are you laying down?
Oh, laying down on the job? I'm not. I'm standing straight up. I'm sorry. I'm in the vertical position right now. I'm not in the horizontal position. That will be later in an op. I thought they were asking about like if I have a job.
The same one I asked you, Plebmaster Sam, just chat. I figured if you had to ask me questions. The man.
Plebmaster Sam,
So, Nami, how old are you?
29. I feel like I should get on that Harley though. I really do. I feel like I should get on that Harley and just I don't know, just a lot's been going on, I should say.
Wanted to know when, you don't have to answer if you don't want to, that kind of keeps myself. So, you were in Korea, correct?
Yes, I was born in South Korea. Yes.
When did you actually come to the United States?
Uh,
Like,
well, actually, I didn't go from Korea to um, the United States. My dad was stationed in Guam, and so I got delivered actually on Valentine's Day uh, to them in Guam, and then from there, they got transferred to Florida. So my mom's European and my dad's American, Native American actually. So yeah, I'm adopted.
wow, everyone in chat is surprised that you're 29. Wow,
Wow.
wow, look at that. Even Tsukasa's like, oh my god, I really am old Nami.
I haven't. I can't get into it right now, but only like a select few know about this. Filter knows this about me. I had to grow up pretty quickly. Uh, yeah, pretty quickly, and I had I I had to do a lot of work to get where I got to, and so I won't go into great detail because it's still depressing. But I can tell you this part, and this will go to answer any questions like why I don't work. After going to school and work for literally 6 days out of the week, I attained my goal. It was a very personal goal because of my childhood, but also, it was just a goal in general, right? That I wanted to be someone and get to somewhere. Uh, 2 years later, I have a lot of allergies. I live in SoCal. I live about 20 minutes from the beach, and like I couldn't breathe. I thought I had like a sinus infection, which I would get like at least twice a year, where I'd have to actually go on antibiotics. And I was talking with a friend on the on the phone, and I couldn't even get a sentence out. So I said, "Well, screw this. I'm gonna need to go get antibiotics." So I went to the ER room, and so I waited there forever. And I was about to, like, I went there like at 10 p.m. or something. It was like almost 4 a.m. And I said, screw this. I'm just going to go home, sleep, and I'll call my doctor in the morning to prescribe some. And when I went to go check out, basically to let them know that I was leaving, they said, "Oh, we have a room for you, or a bed for you." And it was that moment when a doctor came and told me that I have congestive heart failure. And I remember my response was, "Oh, no, you got a different girl. No, no, I'm here for the antibiotics. I have a sinus infection, so I don't think it's this room." And it actually made him go get another doctor to come back in. And they told me I had heart failure. Well, I worked for 2 more years under the uh, under the advisement of my cardiologist. Great guy, great guy. He was actually from Kentucky and was in LA because his daughter was going to school here, and he knew I was too young um, to understand. You know what I mean? That I said no. I'm gonna get better. I am gonna get better. Don't worry about this. I can beat this, etc. So what he did for me is 6 months later, he had one of the best, and I kid you not, I'm so fortunate in life. I got one of the leading cardiac surgeons to put in a defibrillator in my heart because he wanted, since I was so young, he wanted me to be protected. And he considered it like an ambulance, like onboard ambulance, that if my heart went into failure, it would shock me back to life. I tried everything. I would go on my lunch break, on any break, I would go out, do walks, try to strengthen up my heart. I was going to the gym every single day, just trying to keep my cardio up, etc. And my heart started getting better. It went from 20% function to 40% function. And then over another 8 month period of time, it dropped back down. And it was very devastating for me. And he brought me in and literally told me he was not going to release me to go back to work. And what he said was that he should have put me out 2 years ago, but he understood that I was so young that I need to mentally acclimate to what is happening. And they don't know what is happening with my heart. And apparently my arteries look so super clean. And but my only option is a heart transplant. But I'm not at that stage now. If you were to see me, you would never know anything was wrong with me. Never, never in a million years. I would bet every money I make have on that. You would never know I have heart disease. When I went in, I was sent to a support group, from the hospital. They sent you and whatnot. I remember walking in on that day into, it was at the hospital, and I remember this. I'll never forget it. This southern guy. just gonna say he was Texan. I don't know if I'm stereotyping, but he had this southern drawl, and he said, "Darling, I'm sorry, you're in the wrong room." And I then said, "Is this for the CHF group?" And you should have saw there was like this elongated, pregnant pause where everybody just like not a word was spoken. And then the person who was running it said, "Oh yeah, yes it is. Go ahead, have a seat." And you could just tell like there was this lull in the room because everybody I was looking at were like they looked like they were grandparents, you know. I did not look like I fit there. And I've noticed the last probably couple of years or so, my allergies and my allergies, my son, they've been affected. And I kept blaming my dog. I really did blame Dubu a lot. But I don't know what's happening to me. But it's totally making me constantly blow my nose. I'm coughing. I don't know if it has something to do with fluid on the heart. I just don't know. And
Oops.
yeah,
Gotta log back in.
that's me. And I gotta tell you that streaming has helped me therapeutically. Uh,
Therapeutic.
it has. Am I still in depression? Absolutely. Do I let that depression stop me from getting out of bed? No. Because what keeps me strong is the wonderful people that I have met along the way.
Oh,
Well, you
yeah.
got logged out all the way back over there.
Yeah.
I thought it would just log you back here.
Bioware hates me. Secret. So. Go. Get in there.
You know you just wanted a break for some more pizza.
It's like, thank God, man, I can eat my pizza in peace, and that duck sauce won't judge me.
The guy that eats like an 18-inch pizza by himself. Holy moly. But there you go. There's a little bit about me that you probably didn't know. But streaming does give me purpose in life because I can tell you for a long time I felt very lost. I was like, wait a minute, what is God's plan for me? You know, not a big religious person, but you know, when something gets halted and it's like, wait, no, hold up, this is not the way it's supposed to end. You start to wonder what is your purpose in life, and it was really hard for me to find. I can tell you that it was almost 2 years ago. Uh, my heart went into failure, and I got shocked back to life. And so that day, I could have died. You know, that morning. I remember it was 6:30 in the morning. I was sleeping, and I went in. I at that time I talked. You know, had let someone who I was dating know, and I said, why didn't I just die? You know, or being in depression and whatnot. And one of the things he said to me was, "It's not your time. You still have work to do." And I had to figure out what was that work. And I'm trying to do that work as best as I can. Take the pizza out of your mouth. It's time for you to ask the question or wrap it up.
Shh. Here. No, we did not mention bread. Duck sauce.
No, the
Just
bread's all gone. I threw it at the big horse-sized duck. Sorry, no more bread left.
hmm. Hard hitting questions.
Wait, you have some hard-hitting questions?
I'm about to go with my boy August here because we want to. So, what do you really do on that bed with that tablet?
Oh wow. Okay. Well, everybody knows me that when I shut off the computer, I get ready, take my heart medicines. Obviously take Dubu out, and Dubu's been sleeping on the floor because he likes the cold of the hardwood floor. So I've been having the bed to myself, and I get my iPad, open up Wordscapes, and boom, I'm searching for words. And I think the reason why I'm playing that is because my brain starts thinking, and a lot of that's helpful for me is to because I'm on a lot of heart medications. It's helping me to use I want to say keep my mind active, I guess, per se. And so it helps me. So I do little word games on there, and hopefully it will strengthen like my concentration. I don't know. I don't know what's helping me. All I know is I finished 4,000 levels on one game. I'm on another one now. So there you go. I've done a lot of words. Although I am forever fumbling over sentences, which was never the case. So I don't know. That's what I do. So no, there isn't no hot and heavy stuff with my purple fuzzy handcuffs. If that's where you were trying to allude to,
Oh no,
no.
we alluded to the hentai.
I. Oh no, I don't. Freak, I didn't even know what the heck that was, dude. Like, I'm sorry, and I'm gonna just be real with you. Like, if I was going to watch anything that was porn related, it would not be a cartoon. I'm sorry. No, thank you. When I think of cartoons or anything like that, I think of Bugs Bunny. I think of Porky the Pig. I think of Daffy Duck, Winnie the Pooh, all that. I do not think of that in cartoon form. Sorry, not my style. No, no, I said if I was to. So I don't want everybody to think that I did or I'm going to or any of that. I said if I were to.
Too late.
Show me the real stuff. I don't want something drawn. They might have drawn either too big or too little.
There's a Roger Rabbit. So what else do you do besides right when you get off Switcher? Like what other things do you outside of besides taking Dubo out? Do you take Dubo out, take him for a car ride and he goes to the beach and runs around or
Actually, yes, I do take him for a walk. Uh, he usually gets a. Oh wait, shoot. Oh man, he looked up at me. I can't say that word. He knows the word. Um, I do. I'm actually gonna go get him groomed. Soon. It's his birthday today. He's looking up at me like, huh? Because I said the WALK word. I gotta say, recently, with everything that's kind of been going on the last 3 months, I've kind of withdrawn. It's been a really rough last 3 months, I must admit, and I don't know. I'm just trying to do what I can, just to, I guess, roll out of bed and you know, just do the thing, do whatever thing it may be.
thing?
Yeah, and that's why I know I need a vacation. So my two thoughts are Italy and Australia. Uh, who knows?
Do you have any plans at all to return back to League just to play with
To play League
yeah
or
with
to
Bora
stream?
Bora
Stream.
to play League with because he's actually streaming it right now.
Uh, I don't know. Uh, that's a good question.
I'm not
I mean, I
because I
played
know we
League
play.
with you. I mean, we just go out and just have fun with it. I don't know if I would. The last time that I got that I played League, I want to say consistently, was just before or just about at the time that I started this game in early 2017. I played League of Legends for a few years competitively. Well, when I say competitively, I mean ranked Q.
I mean, you don't have to stream it obviously, but just for the fact that he's playing it and you're a big see from your name, so
Yeah, I may. I, I gotta say that Star Wars is taking up a lot of my time. Uh, it, but I would. I gotta tell you, I'm really enjoying playing with people. That's what I enjoy. It's not just the game; it's the interaction. It's spending time with someone. So I don't know. I would definitely, if I were to go back into the rank, number one, I would probably not go straight into ranked. I'll probably do my placements, but the meta with League of Legends changes so rapidly. So I don't even know what I mean. They had just changed like the ruins or whatever. They changed the whole dynamic of League of Legends recently, and I haven't been part of it.
I'll let him know. I'll let him know directly that you plan on playing League soon.
Are we talking about Bora Bora?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's streaming it right now.
Bora Bora. What can I say about Bora Bora? Interesting guy, chill guy.
He has half the interests that you like in a relationship.
Yeah, what? What are you? Don't say
Chill,
relationship and Bora and me in the same sentence, please.
chill, humble, true to their word.
Yeah, I don't know him that well. I went to his
No,
stream.
I said I said half. I said half the traits.
Oh, I think I logged off too. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably the case. I don't know. I don't know him well enough of any sort. I just know that I came in at the right time for him, and bam, took care of something, and he. I got to meet. Now I'm stuck in the thing. Oh, you got stuck too. I'm sure.
No,
Oh,
this is fine.
okay. Well, I'm coming back down. But yeah, I should go check in. For some of you fellow streamers, I am so sorry. I have not been able to be in everybody's stream. It really this last 3 months have been really tough for me, and so yeah. So I'm trying to get in there little by little. Please do not think that you know I've withdrawn support or something like that. Just it's just been a rough 3 months. That's all I gotta say about it. There we go. Wait, what was Rabbit's question? Or did Rabbit just not have a question?
Oh, he had a. Let me check. No, I can't check.
Hi, Rabbit.
I had to refresh my things.
And sorry I didn't make it yesterday. I totally forgot and went to bed because it was getting late. I didn't want to oversleep or anything.
Oh, I have a question there. So, like, you know how Caramel's is with Fusion, insurance on his ears. Do you plan on paying for my insurance for how much you laugh and in my ear?
No,
There you go. Support.
no, because it's your choice to be a partner in crime. You have to love me and care for me. You have to accept me for who I am. And it would be different like if I didn't know and you didn't know. I do that all the time.
I didn't know you did that all the time till now. So,
Well, you can put me on super low or something. I don't know. Are you telling me that I'm supposed to go get you like earplugs? Don't you have earplugs from your wife anyways? Just use them when you talk to me. Just listen to me out of one ear.
I'd be like, "What? What'd you say? I couldn't hear you. Is that you over there, not me?"
Well, my suggestion to you, go get a black Harley. go ride like the wind with no cares in the world, and you won't be listening to anybody. You'll be just trying to fight off the, I'm sure, bugs that are going on your helmet or something.
Yeah, me and Rabbit will have that private arm talk, so you can great.
Yeah. I did show Rabbit because he was like, "What is this fake Armani leather?" So I did send him the picture of me and the jacket, and he was like, "Lol." Like, yeah. So now you see, it's not even leather. But yeah,
What do you plan to do after we get off the stream?
I don't know. Probably something very chilling. What I plan on doing is that duck sauce. One of my great mods. Was very fortunate to meet him prior to him starting to stream. He spoke with me, and we would talk a lot about before he was going to start streaming. And I am so proud of him. So proud that he's doing it. He's a great streamer. For some of you guys who are not following that duck sauce, please do. I will be rating him after the pod stream here. And I also told him that I will put up a 60-day Swartor sub that he can give away on his stream. So for some of you guys who are going to be staying as we go over to Duck Sauce's stream, uh, he will be giving out a 60-day sub to one of you guys. So if you need that sub, if you want that sub, stay and chat with him. Get to know him. He's a great guy. Not to mention, he what does he do? Let me think. I'm trying to think. Oh, he has
What does he do?
I know. I've already lost my train of thought. See, I talk so much, I lose myself. He has an amazing accent. I mean, I need to go to UK just to meet up with Ducky. So well, I'm sure everybody over there, he'll sound just like everybody else. But, I mean, who knows? If I end up going to Europe, I'll take a trip over there to England. But not only does he have a great accent, for you vapors, he vapes a lot. You can listen to him vape.
And he
Yeah,
recently got a webcam.
yeah. My allergies are such a mess again. It's just I wish one day I could wake up and feel like 100%. Like my voice would be normal, my nose wouldn't be blowing, that it wasn't coughing. I so wish that one day I could wake up and be like, "Damn, I feel 100%. Let's go." Sorry, that was random, I know, but I got to blow my nose constantly here.
Ducky said he's going to set up.
So, woo, you kept those hard hitting questions to a minimum, Filter. I was a little scared for a moment.
Yeah, yeah, they're not really for public streaming though. They're private knowledge there. So
Wait, no, I'm sorry. You cannot ask me any private questions. Don't think like, "Oh, I'm going to give you the real hard hitting questions, Nami. We're going to continue this. You need to tell me the answers." Heck no. If you feel uncomfortable asking it on stream, then you shouldn't be asking me in private.
like, so what does this do?
What does what do?
What
Can you please tell them the gullible part of what you did to me?
Well, if you would have saved the clip, we could have rewatched it.
I know. I don't want to say why I had to remove everything, but never mind. Never mind. We don't have to go. People who saw it, it was priceless. That's all I got to say.
Don't worry, we'll recreate one of those.
Oh, yeah. No, 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 no. You may have fooled me once. You're not going to fool me twice. I learned from my lesson. If that thing is lighting up, I know you're lying. You're trolling me.
So basically, how I remember it, because Nami's up here just freaking out because thinks I can't hear her. Over here, probably eating some pizza as well. So I think, what is it? me see. Let me go to here. Got to get into my memory stance over here.
Wait,
Way
where are
up to
you?
the top.
Oh, to the top?
So I'm right here on the steps. She's over there, kind of like by the taxi thing, jumping around, being her bouncy dancing self over there. And so basically, I say, okay, like, Nami, I can't hear you. And so I put my mic up, and then she's like, you can't hear me? Hello, hello, you can't hear me? Like, Nami, are you on push to talk? And then she goes off, around off on something there, and then she asks me, can you hear me? And I'm like, no. It's like, why can't you hear me? And I'm like, she's going on and on, and then Tsukasa about to delete Tsukasa's message, and then she's like, oh, infiltration's trolling me. Oh, okay, and then laughing and chat about it because I'm answering her questions while she's talking to me.
Well, no, I told.
I should have deleted RJ's message too.
I'm sorry. No, what I was telling him is, do you see the green thing lighting up? I see the green thing lighting up in Discord. So my mic is working. You still can't hear me? And he's like, nope. I'm like, dang it. Well, let me go. I told him I needed to restart Discord. Oh, well, now you heard Debu. It's his birthday. But yeah, so if that's everything, then I say we get to Ducky to start streaming if he's not streaming. Ducky, if you're here, I will get you that code in a minute. I'll meet you over on your stream in a few moments. If you want to go ahead and start doing that.
Yeah, he's on starting soon right now, so.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Yay. Did you say it's going to start soon then?
Doesn't have a countdown on it.
Oh.
It says starting.
Alrighty. But yes, I want to thank all of you guys that have been here with, with both of us. I want to say filters in my journey, I guess, in building a good community. And I hope that you pay it forward. Whatever has been done good for you, just pay it forward. If it's something that has been done, in a negative way, just turn the page. Try to turn the page. It's hard. But you know what? That's the only way that you can move on. And I know both of our Discord, if you're in the Discord, you can type exclamation Discord or just click on the link underneath the stream. I'm sure if you were to give either one of us a DM, we will be more than happy to talk to you.
Unless I'm sleeping, then no. I'll not talk with you.
So I'm going to do a real quick announcement then. I have decided, because one of my dear, yeah, Ducky, I said I would send it to you, by the way, afterwards. I know I have to. Just go do your thing, and then I'll meet you over there in your stream. One of the things I wanted to announce is that a dear friend of mine who actually is supporting and has supported a lot of positive Star Wars streamers as well as other ones. He is definitely one of the biggest supporters of me, and he knows that I always give back. So he keeps doing it because he knows I keep giving it back. So what he did was, some of you guys might have seen it. I know it's on a clip of my stream, but he came and donated in one night 35,000 bits. And so that's like $350 right there. And what I have decided to do in celebration of May 4th was to donate 10 60-day subs to SWTOR players. So what I'm going to do is, there's been a couple people who wanted me to do a 24-hour stream. But I also said to them, if I do a 24-hour stream, there better be some people there staying up with me. I don't care if you guys have to take shifts, but someone's going to have to keep me entertained, as in, I'll probably be streaming multiple games, uh, but I will be giving out 10 60-day subs that day over my 24-hour stream. So I'm not sure if I can get that set up for this coming Saturday. If it is, then I'm not sure we'll have another pod stream on Sunday because I do want to do it on the weekend. If it doesn't happen this Saturday, then it will be pushed probably to the following weekend. I need to talk to a few of them. One of the individuals who was going to uh, do at least 12 of it with me was Aquila, and I'm very, very happy and honored that she will come and play with me for 12 hours because she's freaking funny. Funny,
I'll
funny,
do
funny.
1 hour.
What?
I'll do 1 hour.
Okay, whatever. And so if anybody wants to join in on that, we can do a multi-stream. I don't care if you want to come in and spend time and hang out with me, whether you stream or not. We can run ops, we can run whatever. If you want to get on another game, I have a few games. You could just let me know, hey, do you play this game or have you played this game? And I'll see if I have it downloaded. I have tons of games, in my opinion, downloaded in comparison to the only three that I had, which was, well, actually not even, I uninstalled World of Warcraft, so I actually only had two, which was League of Legends and Star Wars. But I do have a few other games. If you want to go shoot things, you got Wildlands, let's go, baby. Headshot. But yes, I will be giving out 10 60-day subs. And yeah, I'm going to give back to the community. And thank you so much, Kemi-san, for that generous donation that you always do. So there's my announcement. In the meantime, I'm gonna go get. We're gonna go give away a 60-day sub over in Duckies. So if you guys are wanting to participate in that, make sure you stay with the stream as we go. We go. Raid that boy. Are we done here, Filter?
Someone probably should make them.
Should make what?
That's someone from CSIS channel. This.
Huh? Huh?
Look in Gen Chat.
Look in Gen Chat. In Gen Chat. Which one?
Ours.
In our about a. Wait, someone said something?
No, I'm just saying. Look up that. Now that person.
Are you talking about the guild?
No. Discord.
Oh, Discord. Oh, I am so sorry. I was okay. Sorry. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Also, Ducky, are you still here?
He's live.
Oh, okay. Anyways, I hope that everybody had a great time. Thank you so much for spending time with me. Uh, my wonderful mod, TPM Tom, will be editing a good portion. Actually, I don't even know if there's that much to edit on this one. And it will be uploaded onto the YouTube server or YouTube channel. So if you are not subscribed to my YouTube, you can click the link underneath my stream there. And it should be uploaded. I'm going to take a look at it at the beginning part to see if really anything needs to be edited or anything. Yeah, I'll check on that. And if it doesn't, then I'm just going to go ahead and upload it so he doesn't have to do anything. Tom's day off from everything and to spend time with people IRL is on Sunday. So he's not able to be here. But I'll probably upload it in YouTube. So if you've missed anything or you want to look back at it or someone wants to see it, that's where all the pod streams will be uploaded. So anyways, thank you so much. I will, I guess, get over to Ducky. Where is Ducky? That duck sauce. Quack quack. All right, there we go.
That sucks sauce.
That suck sauce. Oh, that was really bad
If
when I
you
did that. I refer to him as that suck sauce. It was really bad. It was really bad. But, in a way, it was really funny too. So, win win. But, anyways, I am also going to be giving to him a Reaver armor set that Aramel donated to be given away. So, what I'm going to do is also hand that over to him as well. So, anyways, I will see you guys all over at Ducky's stream, and I will see you guys tomorrow.
We're free and in the clear.